In the last 8-9 months, I've had to make a trip to the post office, well, probably 8 times to go find my package.
We've told you multiple stories about mail problems in the Valley, especially in South Fargo. One business owner is now reaching out to us saying he too is frustrated with the United States Postal Service. He says they haven't delivered his packages in recent months, and his business depends on it. Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth found out how customers can help mail carriers get the job done.
Jeff Mack says he depends on the mail service to deliver parts for his business in South Fargo. And when these packages don't get delivered, it screws up his service.
A lot of the stuff I'm working on is time sensitive. You know, I give a client a time frame on when I think I'll have it done. And when my parts don't arrive on time, then it's frustrating for me, and it's also very frustrating for the customer who's expecting their product back on a timely manner.
Max says the problem is that the packages are in town, but they never show up at his doorstep. This causes him to discount products because items are arriving late.
I'll do anything to keep the customer happy, but at the same time, I don't think that having to wait for parts that are actually in town that don't get delivered should be anything I need to cover with my customers.
Now, Mac asks his vendors that ship parts to him to use other carriers, like UPS, FedEx, and Speedy, because he says those carriers actually deliver his packages.
Shipping that way on some of the bigger stuff is a little more costly, which takes away from my bottom line. But to keep my customers happy, that's what I need to do.
When he asks the Postal Service why the packages don't show up at his home, they just apologize for the inconvenience.
It's a waste of my time. When I have work to do and I have to go spend 45 minutes to an hour going to the post office to get a package, you know, it's an hour out of my day I can't get back.
USPS recommends people to clear the snow from the mailbox, replace or add house numbers, remount the mailbox post if it's loose, or repaint the mailbox. They say these things can help improve services. In Fargo, Maddie Gelseth, Valley News Live.
If you have any mail problems, the Postal Service encourages you to file an inquiry at the email on your screen so they can address each concern individually. And speaking of mail problems, take a look at this. This is an open W-2 form that a Dilworth resident found in her mailbox. The Postal Service says they recall none of her mail being open when they delivered it. The woman says she put a freeze on her credit report, put a push on her filing, and is following some tips the IRS gave her.